So we might keep Exploiter on this for right now. Because I think this is a damage multiplier, as where if we had shared misery, that's more of a utility thing. I think that's how we're gonna do it. I think all this stuff I think can just be deleted then. I don't think any of it is an increase over what we currently have. Well, I don't know. That one has dexterity on it right there. See? So this one would be better. Even though the number on crit damage looks all big, it's like, oh, 165%. That's amazing. That wouldn't be an improvement, as much of an improvement as increasing the base damage that everything else is multiplied by. So that base damage is the most important thing. Dexterity then, 100%. This is better. It's just better. But the problem is it has vulnerable damage on it. Max life we can definitely keep. No big deal about the max life, but I think we... Not that. I just want to equip it. That. There you go. We have to remember to unplug these sockets and shit like that too. So we need to put synergy on this one, right? And we also have to roll on. I guess we start there. Make sure that we get the tempering that we want. Faux show. Faux show. Tempering. So what did we have on ours? We had chance for, oh yeah, Dance of Knives to deal double damage. And then critical strike damage. Is that really what we want, though, is critical strike damage if we're already getting critical strike damage to roll on it? I don't know if that's exactly what we want still. Let's drop that in. Well, we know we want the offensive one, right? Which is the chance for our knives to do double damage. 100%, we want that. Like, there's no doubt about it. There's no guesswork involved in that. I guess cutthroat attack speed wouldn't be bad either. Attack speed is its own multiplier as well, but in a weird way, I do believe. It's not like the way you would think. Where is the one for... No, I don't think it is in here. Is that weapons one? It's got, yeah, it must be weapons. Yeah, I think it is. You're right there. Yep, agile augments. So we would love, what would be absolutely amazing is if I hit this fucking button and then I do this and then we get 50% chance for it to do, for it to cause double damage. Our Dance of Knives. That would be amazing. Right now, there it is. Agile augments. I don't want to talk about it. We'll take any percentage right now, though. All we want, that's flurry. That's not, that was flurry. Awesome. Do it again. I feel like if I skip it, there's dash again. See, it's not a big deal. We're just using up all of our rerolls. We only got 4. We only got 4 left. Come on, Dance of Knives, 50%. Let's go. Let's go! We got it! Didn't we? We did, didn't we? Flurry. Motherfuck. Say, oh, this fucking game. This fucking game. That doesn't make me upset at all. They got a 1 in 3 chance, and it's been Flurry fucking 3 out of the 4. Not upset at all! Dash was the other one. Yeah. Just gonna do everything but what we want it to. I understand. That's so fucking annoying. This has got to be, yeah. So we got 40%. It's a little less than half where we want to be, but we don't really have a choice. We just need to get it on. We need to get it on. So what else can we put in the offensive slot then? I feel like crit damage wouldn't be bad. It's not a bad thing to go for crit damage. Agility damage, 100%. 120% that one can go up to. But that's a 1 in 4 chance, and we have 2 rolls left. So that's a dangerous one to go through. Go for. Critical strike damage goes up to 170. It wouldn't be horrible to have critical strike damage. I'm trying to figure what everything's plus. So my assumption is that no matter what we drop onto this, everything is going to be in the additive bucket, if that makes sense. So Here's my assumption. My assumption would be no matter what, we are trying to add whatever we can to this that we have 100% of the time. You know, and just so that it's no matter what we put on, that damage increase is always there kind of deal. I don't know. I don't know, bro. There's critical strike damage. We'd have a 1 in 3 chance on that. Basic, core, ultimate. We don't use any of those. Damage to poisoned, trapped, imbued. Imbued damage, not damage to imbued enemies. We don't poison, we don't trap, so that one's a definite no. Caltraps, we don't use. We might throw caltraps in the build. We may end up putting that in the build. Even though I'm not a huge fan of caltraps, there is a pretty big, I believe it's a 45% increase to damage that's possible the longer that something is in the caltraps. There's just flat damage, but this is going to be an additive damage. It's not going to be... You would be better off getting, especially us, if you have 100% crit chance to get 100, let's say 91% crit damage. You would be better off with that, since we have 100% crit chance, than you are to have 90% regular damage. This doesn't get added to your base damage. This is an additive bucket damage. Damage to crowd-controlled enemies, 130. I guess you just go... I mean, since it's all additive, go with whatever gives you the biggest number. Damage per Dark Shroud. Oh, this could be really good. Okay, this could be good because you have up to 5 Dark Shrouds. That's up to a 300% increase in damage then. Oh no, 100%. This is there's nothing else, right? Damage on next attack after entering stealth. I don't think we're going to be able to snapshot that. That's twice as much. If you could get 600 for that, it's only for 1 hit. But my question is, can we snapshot that hit? If you can snapshot that, this could be fucking ginormous. Like, that could be a huge increase to damage right there. I think damage per Dark Shroud, I think, like, that says to me that it doesn't matter if we can snapshot it. We're always going to have, as long as we always have 5 Dark Shrouds up. Those are the shrouds, the little ghostly things that are moving around us all the time when we're fighting. I think we 100%. But if that other one can be snapshotted, damage on the next shot or the next attack, technically we're always doing the next attack, right? I feel like that needs to be tested. Like, that has to be tested. I don't know how we can test it. We have cutthroat attack speed on our other ones, don't we? Which cutthroat attack speed isn't bad. Poison damage on that one. Yeah, because it was a max roll, we kept that one, right? I'm wondering if we can roll something off of something else. We also have 16% chance for Dance of Knives. I think we might get rid of the Dance of Knives one on there and just stick with the 40% chance on this one. And then we could, when we masterwork it, hope that that 40% chance gets a boost from the 25% deal, right? I think the safe way to do this is going to be Dark Shroud because we don't have a lot of chances left. So let's go ahead, Temper. Your first one's a free attempt, by the way. Just so that everybody knows. That's why it might say you see a number one time and you don't see it the next. So that was smoke grenade size. So now when we select that again, right here, see we have one reroll remaining. We're not dead in the water yet. Well, we got the absolute lowest amount of this one. The absolute lowest amount. That feels fucking bad. And that's me and RNG, though. That is me and RNG to a T. Does this one have any rerolls on it? So that was weapon, right? Yeah, no, there's nothing that we can do. It's not. Yeah, the Dance of Knives one is a weapon one. We got the absolute lowest roll on that too, didn't we? So that was agile augments, right? We got 3 rerolls. I don't know what we would use beyond that, though. Death trap, chance for caltrops to not consume a charge. Don't care about that. 40% chance to deal physical, fire, or lightning damage. For projectiles to be cast twice. Oh, that one's kind of cool. That one's pretty dope. Heart Seekers, projectiles to cast twice. More of them. Okay, so any projectile then. I wonder why, well, we get a chance to do double damage, so. You would rather have double damage than chance to cause, you know, to do it twice. We could throw like a poison damage on there. That could be a thing, right? I mean, we already have poison damage on the other one. We could do shadow damage on this one. Chance for blade shift to deal double damage. Yeah, none of these affect us at all. I think if we're going to do anything on this one, we just re-roll and try and get a higher chance. And the agile augments. We got 3 re-rolls. We have it on our piece right now. I think we don't even take the chance. I don't even think we take the chance. Until we have another sword that we can mess around with. Because we got to get what do you call it? We got to get the other ones anyways. The Ancestrals anyways. So I don't even think we take the chance. We have it on. That's what matters most. All right. So then that piece is pretty much all set. Right? We're going to go to this lady here. Is it this lady? Yeah. Enchant. We're going to enchant this one. Are we going to take off the vulnerable damage or the max life? I feel like the vulnerable damage we take off. What are we going to replace it with, though? I mean, do we go... What is the maximums here? Let's look at this. Critical strike damage, 100%. Doesn't that get doubled, though? 100%. Vulnerable damage, 100% as well. I mean, we got lucky and got the dexterity, so no matter what, this is going to be an increase. I think we go crit damage. Because everything else up to this point is crit damage. Oh, you know what? No, this too. I noticed this last night too. No, we definitely want crit damage. Yes, because of the multiplier. Because of the multiplier with crit damage and vulnerable damage. You can see it right here in the calculation. It shows it right here. I noticed this last night. I just remembered. Includes the second one. The second little dot is what we're looking at. Includes the inherent times 50%. So this is a times 1.5. Times 1.5 increased damage dealt by critical strikes. So that's 1.5. Now we know that no matter what, every time we hit something, it's going to be critical hit. And it's also going to be vulnerable enemy. So vulnerable damage, we get 100% of the time as well. But look at the inherent increase to damage with vulnerable damage. It's only a 1.2 modifier. Now, we can have both of those at the same time. But if we want one to have more, it's definitely going to be the critical strike damage. Yeah, I just noticed this last night. So you have 292.5 of this stat for items and in the Paragon. The vulnerable, we have 281. So we would rather have... I don't even think that number's right at the bottom, to be honest. I don't think that's right. Vulnerable damage bonus would be 358.1. You would multiply that, move the decimal point 2 place. That would be a 3.58 multiplier. No, no, because no. What happens is everything is multiplied by that 0.12 or 1.2. I'm sorry, 1.2. And these ones are multiplied by the 1.5. And then that extra percentage is dropped into your additive damage bucket. That's how it works. So either way, we want crit strike damage. Let's go. Let's fucking go. We didn't get it. Yeah, we definitely want crit strike damage. There it is. 100 plus 100% crit strike damage. Is that max? Is that max roll? I think it is, right? It was one. Yeah, 100%. Bam. All right, cool. There we go. So our weapon is way fucking better now. That is way, way better. Holla at ya boy. All right, and then everything set on this one. So crit strike damage we would want on that one as well. So dexterity, maximum life, crit strike damage is what we want on all of our weapons. On all of our weapons, that's pretty clear. Cutthroat attack speed. You know what? I almost think that like attack speed equals damage for us. We know that. But I think instead of that, we should do the damage. Does that fall in the same spot as we got to back out of here?
Await your return.
Go to him. Does that fall in the same spot? So it'd be offensive, right? So yeah, I think we would want damage per dark shroud on all of that. This one we definitely have to do some testing with, though. This kind of puts us in a pickle.
You welcome
a little bit of a pickle.
No one else would.
Yeah, this one kind of puts us in a bit of a pickle. So we need to find ourselves a scroll of restoration. Do we have any? Scroll of abundance. No, we don't have any scrolls of restoration. We need to find ourselves a scroll of restoration. I think we could get one of those from the Undercity. We might do is it an Undercity or is it an Infernal Horde that you get them from? One or the other you can get them from. I think it's the Undercity though. I think we might do an Undercity run as soon as we're done here. Try and get that, and then we can have a second chance at rolling just that one on here. If not, if we don't get it, I think then this is probably the better roll then. This is probably the better weapon. We would just have to... Oh, that has retribution on it. We got to roll that as well. We have to change that. Doop, doop. Might as well just do that right now. Matter of fact, we might as well wait. We'll use this for now. And then we're going to hold on to this. All this stuff is going to be junk. The pants are well, we got dexterity on that one, right? So no, we want those pants, I think. I think we were using these ones because we had to meet the armor requirement, what we already do. So these pants should be a replacement for our frostbitten pant tiles right there. So we need a jeweler. Bueller. We need a jeweler. We need to add a socket onto those pants right there. Boom.
What color?
That's done.
Brilliance.
We need to... I'm going to sell this other stuff so that it's out of here and we don't have to worry about it. Were these junk too? Dexterity, max life, movement speed. We definitely want the dexterity, but we did not get the dexterity to have the bonus to it. Max life, cold resistance on the other side. Yeah, I think those are going to be garbage. Yeah, because it is. It's because it just is. The arms here, dexterity, and yeah, we're using the Fist of Fate, so them can get gone. Soul Brand, we're definitely going to have to... So these ones, we got to pull the stuff off of them. And then this, we're going to get rid of. We're going to get rid of it, I think. Stun grenades, gain 5% lucky hit chance. I wonder if that gets transferred over to your spin to win. Seeing as how some stuff does, it's weird.
Come, traveler.
I think I'm just gonna sell it. We're good.
Equitable transaction.
Transaction. All right, now, oh yeah, we got to go back to jeweler, unsocket both of these. Then we're going to put, what was in our chest? You know what? It might be smarter. That's critical strike damage. What does, oh, it's dexterity there.
Finest jewels in Sanctuary.
Ah, all right. So what is in the helmet? The helmet is Yaks Quacks. We want to unsocket the Yaks Quacks.
Fare thee well.
I think this might be the smarter way to do it. If we take Yaks Quacks, Yaks, if we put it in here, Quacks, where's Quacks? Quacks, Yaks Quacks in here, then we can put these two gems here, and we get a total of 80 dexterity. The 80 dexterity probably ends up to be way more damage than the whatever it is for, what is it, 48%? So it would have been 92, 90, 90, 96 crit damage. It's probably more. And then what do we have for the other piece? I can't remember. I know what mine is on my other character. I think it's Bakyam, but I don't think we have Bakyam. Knock, what, Q, K? K? Oh, it was K, wasn't it? We had K, and this was for, we were getting the barrier, right? So it was K, and what was the offering that we did? Inflict a crowd control that isn't chill. It was that. So it was knock, K? And then we put two more in here. We have exploiters on that. We do still need to... What else do we need to do here? Was it the legs? Yeah, the legs we still need to take care of. All right, so the legs need to be frostbitten.
The wonders of Sanctuary at
Legs.
your fingertips. How may I help you?
Frostbitten aspect right there. Boom. Frostbitten, because that was a multiplier, right? 24 times. And then on that, we don't need, wow, look at how much our armor went down. Oh, it's because the 15% total armor. So we definitely want to get the 15% total armor. That was not even a max roll either. So yeah, we definitely want, what torment are we in? We're only in torment 2. So that means we are going to lose, how much overall armor are we going to need by the time we get to 4? Armor is reduced by 1,000. Right now it's reduced by 500. So we have 500 more that we're going to lose. So technically right now, even though it says we have 839, if our end goal is to get to torment tier 4, we have 339. So we want that definitely to be as high as possible, especially since these are ancestral leg deal things.
See some steel you need.
See some steel you need. All right. We want, is it this one? Yeah. So yeah, we want that total armor. Come on, baby, total armor. Then we'll have to figure out the last one that we care about the most. There it is, total armor. We only got 11.5%. That brings us up to 945, which I'm okay with, because if we masterwork this, that's going to go up by 5% per. So I think I'm actually okay with that. Yeah, I think we concentrate on the utility one. Then what do we want for utility, though? I mean, we have, what did our other ones have? Chance to stun. Yeah, and you know what? That's actually not a bad choice. I think chance to stun is actually going to be the best that we can do. If I remember right. Now that I'm looking through this one, I don't remember anything being worth it. Chilling Weight, Shadow, Crash, Flurry. We don't use none of those. So yeah, I guess we'll go with Chance to Stun. The chest, Crowd Control Duration, total armor on that. Didn't we have Chance to Freeze on something else too? I think we had Chance to Freeze on something. I can't remember what the hell it was. It ain't there no more, so maybe Chance to Freeze would be better on this. Because we're going to stun with stun grenades at the very least. This one we need 2 Scrolls of Restoration now. Alright, let's go for Chance to Freeze. That's in there too, right? Yeah, Chance to Freeze for 2 seconds. Temper it. Let's go! Chance to Stun for 2 seconds. 15%. Okay. We have stun right there. Okay, so now that settles it. No, we do it again. All right, I just like, dude, wait, no, we just... Is that what we're rolling right now, right? Yeah, okay, we're rolling bands. All right, so we have Chance to Stun on our... there we go. Okay, so... Now we want Chance to Freeze. Let's go! Chance to Freeze! Or slow. Chance to Freeze! Let's go! Got it. First try. And a max roll. Look at that, guys. It's right here. Well, goddamn. Well, goddamn. There we go. So the pants are now set. Okay, now I'm starting to understand what we need out of our build. Okay, now I mentally am starting to understand what we need to make our build better. And I like that. I like that. So even though this has armor on it, extra armor on it, it has total armor. This was worse than what we could do. Because we got that star to happen next to dexterity. This one, we're actually going to break that down because we did put materials into it. And then, this one we're going to save. And we're going to save Soulbrand too. We'll save both of those. But that I need to break down the pants.
My hammer.
Boom. Whoops. Boom. So now you're going to see down here in the salvage materials that we actually got back right there, Obdicite. Obdicite's important because you need that for masterworking and everything. So we got that back. All right. What we're going to do now is, let me see here. This was essentially the entire build that I put together of the build we were working on yesterday. This was the entire build that I put together and all of it was trash. Like all of it is garbage. None of it is going to work for us at all. Feels bad, man. I'll just stick these in there for now. And then we know we have them on the last page. And then everything else I'm not going to worry about. Oh, you know what? Yeah, no. There's one thing, like I have Scrolls of Restoration in the box there, but I don't want to grab those because I want essentially our gearing up that we're doing on stream to be like from scratch and nothing assisted by the off-stream character at all. So I think what we do now is we need a Scroll of Restoration. We need that so that we can unbrick our piece of gear there. But I think before we do that, I want to start the seasonal. I want to start the seasonal quest. So we have not done the seasonal quest at all up to this point. Essentially, I got a bug. We've got a bug. We got to get out of town in order to be able to travel. All right, map it. Essentially, what we've done now is we beat the main game. And it's still bugged. Come on, dude. Like, is this really a thing?
We leave nothing standing.
Is this really a thing? You're not allowed to travel. Thank you. There we go. All right, so essentially what we've done now is we beat the main game. We beat the DLC. And now I feel like the next place to go, I mean, like we've done we figured out what there is to the end game. All the end game things now.
We cannot allow his influence to take root here again.
Oh, I think this is him right here. This is the guy for the seasonal activity. Crusader Damon, Zakarum Remnants Quartermaster. I almost want to travel away and travel back. I want to hear what he had to say there. But we know everything that has opened up to us in the end game now. So we've been taught about Hell Tides. We've been taught about the Undercity. We've been taught about what else was there? There's a couple other things that we've been taught so far. The next thing I think for us to do is naturally to jump into the actual seasonal content. So I want to hear what he said there, because this is my first time doing the seasonal content at all. So let's travel back there and hope that he repeats himself. Mirko says, nailed it first try. No, we didn't. None of it. None of it at all. I love our horse too. He didn't repeat himself. Feels bad. All right. Let's see what he has to say.